Hey guys, Link1652 here. Welcome back. Oh, hang on. Hey guys, Link1652 here. Welcome back to another episode on the Harvest Block server. Episode of Minecraft. Let me see, F5. You know, it's been a while since I've recorded. um, there's been a few changes. I'm in Washington now. As you guys know, it's been seconds since you watched my last video, because obviously every time you watch my videos, you watch them all. So there's been a few changes. I didn't plan on recording. It's actually, my laptop is handling this fairly well. My laptop always continues to impress me, except when it has issues connecting to the internet. I'm hardwired right now because for some reason the Wi-Fi adapter just turns off, and it's like, it doesn't work because you've turned it off. And I was like, no, I didn't. I've turned it on. It says it's on. It says it's connected. It says the driver's up to date, and it just won't connect. So anyway, I guess we'll go through the changes since I'm not going to be building. It's early morning, 8 o'clock. Actually, I woke up at 4, so I mean, I guess it's around lunch-ish, realistically. But anyway, first things first, I've been harvesting this stuff. Purple, whatever, chorus fruits. I keep expanding this and stone and such to grow more. So that's there. Recently, I've needed nether wart, so here's the farm here. Here's the detector block, which I mean, I guess it's only one thing. I mean, two of these I put in there, so that's actually pretty good. Imagine doing like a bunch of those. But I was just testing it out to see if I could make it work. I've been trimming trees. Redid the entrance here. Actually, that's pretty big right away. My face used to be here with the red and the black, and then an extra um, addition here. And I changed it. It's just all light gray. Honestly, my entire island should be lit up later. So I shouldn't even have to worry about things walking in, but I stopped caring. I mean, things spawn inside anyway, so I'm not 100% happy with this. Honestly, what I want to do is just have a solid wall of gray glass and figure out a way through. I also tried doing some stuff with pistons where I'd walk over tripwires, and I was going to do like a plier detector so it would open if I got near, but I just couldn't get happy with any of it. So this is what we have for right now, and it's fine. I used I wouldn't consider it cheating, but I used a thing that works with Optifine to tell me where the dark spots are, where mobs can spawn. Like you see it in a lot of modded packs where there'll be like a red X on the ground. This one just kind of worked with the smooth lighting. You turn that off, it helps. And basically, it's just places that were dark enough, it lit up red, and it looked kind of like a heat map. Um, but like, no hostile mob should ever spawn on this island because that's the one thing I did. I plan on coming back over with glass on all these eventually. But let's keep going. Hopefully this quality is okay. I had to download OBS because this is my laptop, so I don't usually use it. So I had to download that, and I'm using a different video editor, so hopefully it all comes out good. But I've been making water bottles, splash water bottles, and you'll see why eventually. Did I take anything else down? There's a lot of hostile mobs considering I went through here pretty good and lit everything up. I'm just going around making sure there's no changes. Did I show you guys that I dug this up? Maybe I did. Still don't know what I'm going to do with this, but right now it's just an even bigger hole. And there you can see the carrot farm. Or I guess, no, I think the pumpkin farm had pumpkins. It's hard to say. And there's my furnaces. I've moved, by the way, to cooking with wood down here. Just wood blocks. One of the YouTubers I watch, Ethos Lab is his channel name. Use mushroom blocks because it's super easy to harvest them, and it's a 1-to-1 ratio of blocks. And since I'm mostly using my furnaces to cook purpur and cook those gold armor and swords down into nuggets, I figured 1-to-1 is fine. And I have a tree farm, so I might as well just chop it down. But there's no changes in the library. We move up here. Oh, I did do some changes to the kitchen here. I don't think I showed you. It's been so long, guys, like months. Like I moved in January and it's now March. Um, so here's a fridge, and that's the entirety of what I've done since January on Minecraft is this fridge. I did actually add a snow golem farm thing here, which it doesn't like I tried putting hoppers and stuff and all sorts of things, but it doesn't really work. So it's manual. I harvest the snow. I put the snow in here, and it's nice to have that now. Um, but that's that. Let's head back down. Give you guys a reminder in case the last time you watched my video wasn't um, a few minutes ago. So these guys are still here. Let's see if they've done anything for me. I don't think so. I went in there into each of these and like dumped water and they replanted everything. So it'd probably be a smart idea for me to install some sort of water system to clear all these out, because I'm sure these guys are, as dumb as they are, smart enough to fill up their inventory with potatoes. So if I were to harvest all these right now and they didn't get any, I'm sure they have enough back stock to plant them all again and then harvest them from that point. So this, I was looking for a cave system, and this actually, you guys have never seen, I don't think. I may have mentioned, I've mentioned it in the past for sure, but this basically is, I wanted to have my bed down there, and then fill this up with glass, because it used to be if you did that and filled it up with glass, then you would just spawn at the top of it, and you would never know the bed was there, and it was the coolest thing. But it didn't work. It just always said bed was not there, and I can't actually see what's down there right now, but it didn't work, and I also didn't find a cave, so maybe I'll have to dig down. Which brings me to another thing. Let's go real quick down here, just because we're here in the neighborhood, to the bunker. I was looking for that cave because that's what I want to put my just all the blocks, so I can look at the blocks whenever I want, for when I'm building something. Again, that thing just works on anything that stacks in one. So here's the new hallway. Well, new. It's the same hallway. I just threw some stuff in here, some cobble with some torches. I think it looks okay. I mean, it kind of keeps to the theme so far. But what I want to have happen through here is I want it to be like super advanced looking, like super modern, like all the new concrete block, which could be quite a ways away for us, as we do use a plugin server that has to update. But my plan for this is this is an airlock basically, and that's what those splash water bottles are going to do. Is, do I have one on me? Yeah. Is you come in here and you can put droppers at least behind these, and glass and stuff, and it'll just spray water in here through the block, and so it looks kind of like a decontamination. So ideally what I wanted to do is I wanted to hit this. I wanted the door to be open. Like, hit this. That's cool. That's a new door sound that I haven't heard. Huh. So you hit that, the door is supposed to be open, you walk through, it closes, you get sprayed, and then these doors open. Turns out that's super complicated, and I've just been having a hell of a time doing that, so I kind of dumbed it down, like I had. Oh, this is my redstone box. Don't want to leave that anywhere because I needed it down here, and I had left it somewhere. I had like hopper timers and stuff for having the door shut, and it's just a pain because, like, what if I'm on this side and the doors stay open like they should, and I try to, and like I die, okay, and I go back to my bed, and for whatever reason I forget to go back here, and I come down here and these doors are shut. It's a pain to have all this stuff work. So I was gonna do it dumb, where you walk in, the door shuts behind you, hit this button, and then both doors open or something. We'll see. I don't like that either, but we'll find out. And then this is going to be an observation room. People have to see what's in here. And the idea for this came from, there might be a video for it on, real quick, this is, wait. This is access to the redstone works for the door. Let's see. Real quick, just the way it works is, this slime block pulls both this block and the floor down, and then there's a piston there that pulls just this block backwards. But I actually had to put a second piston in because like it wouldn't go unless the piston updated it. So that's not important. Anyway, what was I talking about? I do not remember. That's not right. So many buttons, it's confusing. Yeah, whatever it wasn't important, I'm sure. So let's head back up here. Oh, but again, besides just doing the redstone for that entire thing. Oh yeah, I remember what I was talking about. Besides just doing that redstone, I don't have the concrete blocks, so I don't even know how I would connect up the other side of the mechanism on the other side of those double doors. I'm going to tear this out. This is just ugly and dumb. But I mean, I have been using it. It works. It works good. I've switched back to steak. I was using the golden carrots, but I need to save my gold for something else. No changes down there. I've harvested the farm a few times. It's only good for like 6 stacks of wood, which is fine for cooking. But as I was saying, the old Craze Link Productions that was a co-channel with myself and Mr. Craze Stickman. Um, let's see if Jason started on his project. Jason wants to build like a meteor crash site, comet meteor. I've never known the difference, and he hasn't. But I've also been cutting down all the trees because I want to plant like specific trees. These were just here because I was out of wood and my island was ugly because I had no trees. So I've been cutting them down again, and I've only gotten so far. Anyway, as I was saying, the inspiration for that was from the first Resident Evil where she's in the hallway with the lasers, and they've used that like 3 times now. And so on the server that I used to like own by myself, that was just me and Crazy Stickman. I tried to build that hallway and it looked really cool. Like it had glass panes and then there were lamps behind it and the glass didn't connect to the lamps and it was supposed to poison people from behind the lamps when it was activated. But this one I just want to be decontamination because you can kill people with potions. I don't want people to come die at my house yet, in that way at least. I don't know if you noticed, but I dug up, or actually I guess you can't see because it was over here where the world hasn't loaded. I dug up that block, that ugly, yeah, right here, where I was going to put the warehouse. Jason helped me with that, which was nice. He saved me quite a few minutes. But I plan on doing something else. I don't know what I'm going to do about the warehouse just yet, but I definitely want to have like all those blocks in a cave system where I can just throw them all against the walls and have it look kind of like a treasure trove of cave things. And ooh, an actual really big thing I should show you guys, which I don't think I did. Pretty sure I didn't. I'm pretty sure I finished that once I moved here. The empty world, I have dug it all up. It's the recording. I'm actually really surprised my laptop has stayed. I also have really poor connection to the server here. Fantastic internet, poor connection to the server though. I guess it's not really fantastic internet. It's also having trouble because of the recording. I'm sure. I'm certain. So let's hit that wall. I'm headed to the dome. You guys, I don't think I'm gonna cut this. Ghost blocks link. I don't know. But here's the dome. All grassy and flat. So yeah, I came to the top and I decided, you know what, I don't need a point. So I just started going inwards and it was complete, but I also left it open because I killed a bunch of villagers and it looks like they've made more, maybe. Yeah, using emeralds to buy the no spawning in this room is super impractical, honestly. But let's think. Anything else on the island I've actually worked on to show you? I spend most of my time, honestly, collecting resources nowadays. I haven't had that creative inspiration or the time, or I've had the time to just sit down and make stuff, but I haven't. Sheep farm is the same. Haven't updated that. Threw some more torches in because creepers kept spawning, which kills my sheep. I didn't really work on the roof. I did have to tear down the balcony up here, which I really liked, but I think it's better this way. Let me know what you guys think, because I got rid of the HB and the link. I didn't really like having the giant link there, but the original reason that I put this secondary window is because it said HB on this side and backwards HB on this side, and I just thought that was a good place or way to change it. Did I put my helmet back on? I'm very scary with my mask on. I wish PvP was on so I could come up behind people and murder them. Oh, speaking of which, my cousin finally got on. I told you guys about that. She didn't do anything. She died like 3 times trying to use an elytra, but she hasn't played Minecraft in like very irregularly since 2011, so can't really blame her. Let's head to the gold farm though, because I did spend a lot of time. Did I spell it wrong? Is it just G? It's G. Oh, I do have one more thing to show you. This episode's getting kind of long. So, a couple things. One, I've tried to do everything I can to stop these guys from spawning down here. There's still someplace they're spawning. I don't know where it is, but I will find out, and they will stop it. Like I have put so many slabs everywhere and lit up places everywhere, and just there's not much more I can do. But one thing I noticed is like at least one of these, yeah, one of these sides, the ice was in the wrong spot. Like the slime blocks had picked it up, and so it wasn't working properly. Fixed that, and I also this is super ugly down here. That thing, it's a nightmare. It's got to go. But now, when there are drops, let's real quick up. Hey, little guy, go tell your parents. Um, so now their drops are all get cycled down here any second. I guess I gotta center myself a little bit. Don't make me a liar, guys. There you go. So yeah, they fall, they die, their drops all get shot down there, and it's on the same timer as everything else. And so they get shot over here, collected by the hoppers, and then they go down here. And that's it. That's all I've done, just on all the sides. And they come over here, and the way this works is I don't even know that it actually works properly. My theory is they go into that chest first, and then they make their way down to the end here. And my theory is if this chest gets full, then they'll start going down to this chest. I don't think that's how it works. I think there needs to be another hopper, but that's just what I did, and it's bad, and it needs to be changed. But I actually don't. This chest has like sometimes gotten up into this hopper, but usually I empty it out before. Recently, I've just been taking the gold out, and I'll come back and deal with the swords later. But yeah, that's the work here. And basically, the reason this is here is, first of all, it was a pain in the butt to go out and go to all the corners and take stuff. But now people who can't fly can actually use this better. Like, there's just ladders going everywhere and connecting you to the ground. And I guess people don't need to go to the ground once they have a home here, but they can at least collect some resources. And eventually, I'll come back with some shulker boxes and collect all this meat and trade it for some emeralds. Oh yeah, the last thing. Hang on. ST. What do you think that is? SW Domefish. Pie Swamp. I need to remember what some of these are. Home ST. Stick. I don't know what ST stands for, but this is where I want to be. So basically, I was throwing some ender eyes into the air to see if there was an end portal nearby, and I don't have any on me, unfortunately, but if we head through this cave system here that I dug down to, I think I marked it out. It's not here. It's like across the way. Those are my blocks. Can't remember. Yeah, this seems right. Well, I guess it's kind of irrelevant, but anyway, there's no end or stronghold here. There's no strong ST. That's what it's for. There's no stronghold here. The ender pearl is like, that looks like something. It must be here-ish. Like, I've dug all the way up and all the way down, and the ender pearl like comes right here where this torch is, and it sits right here. And like I ran around trying to find stronghold blocks and just like, because I'm pretty sure the ender pearl goes to where the end portal actually is, and so I guess it's just the seed says there's a stronghold here, but there isn't. So maybe if we ever update the terrain, it'll show up here, but until then, I don't have my own stronghold to play around with. But that'll do it for this episode. I might do some other stuff. I've been meaning to record on the Xbox. I've been doing a lot of that. I finally actually got my gamer score up to 100,000, which basically means I have no life. But it was pretty fun. Like I have a love-hate relationship with achievements, because often it makes me play games a certain way, but at the same time, a lot of achievements make me do things like I would have never thought to do in a game, and I always see more things, and it's like, why don't you lick these windows, Garrett? And I'm like, well, why would I ever lick the windows? And I go and do it, and I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. I can lick windows, and it does things. Is my example. But yeah, I finally got up to 100,000, so that's neat. But I have been doing a lot of Xbox lately, and I'm not very good at the games I play. It turns out, like zombies, I see people play and they're good. I'm not good at zombies, Call of Duty. Um, but I might try and do some of that. I usually play on the weekends. I've been playing a lot of Destiny lately. Like this is talkie time if you want to tune out now. Thank you for watching. But Destiny basically, like once you get to the top, I feel like it's like World of Warcraft, which I've never or I've played briefly. But like once you do all the missions and find out the story and get to the top, there's only like 5 missions you do over and over and over again to get better gear, and your objective is to basically just get better gear and do everything over and over. And it's funny because I don't even mind that. Like it's weird because I usually just hate doing the same thing, running to the same places, but it's always fun, and there's always they're really good at making like little changes. Like just the other day, I did like a mission 3 times, and it was different every time. Like just like the enemies or the boss or whatever. But anyway, I've been playing a lot of that, and my cousin actually she went to Comic Con, which was in Seattle like 2 weekends ago. Um, yeah, 2 weekends. And she got me a little plushy ghosts. That was really cool. But yeah, that'll do it for this episode. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you need any settings changed. I don't watch these in their entirety. I just check the first few minutes to make sure everything's tuned up, and usually the last couple minutes to make sure everything's tuned up. And also, you're not going to see my intro or my outro because it's not on this computer. But again, thank you guys so much for sticking around and coming back to watch, and I will see you in the next one.